Welcome to the Direwolf Den. Members of the Soul Pack, your alpha is waiting.
What's up, pack members? It's your Spirit Alpha here, and welcome to the start of our next kind of Let's Play series. So, as you see, we're back in Lies of P, and this time around, we're going to be tackling Lies of P Overture. So, Lies of P Overture is a DLC for Lies of P, and this pretty much just expands the main game with new weapons, new bosses, new areas, etc., etc. So, yeah. And don't mind me, I'm just typing a little. No big deal. Um, so pretty much like we're gonna do the same thing as we did in the Let's Play series. We're just gonna go through the DLC, have fun, collect as much as we can, and go from there. With that being said, and I think that we're all good to go because we are pretty much just using the exact same character that we used in the Let's Play. You know, same weapon, same armor, that kind of stuff. And, we'll just keep everything the way it is for now. And let me go ahead and turn on the lantern before I forget. So, without further ado, to access this DLC, you actually want to come to the Path of the Pilgrim bonfire or Stargazer. And once you warp there, a little cutscene will play. And
It feels like they're trying to guide us somewhere.
yep, like Jimmy just said, trying to guide us here, so come over here. And it's also worth noting you can't access this DLC the moment you get to Path of the Pilgrim. You have to actually make it through most of the game. You have to make it, through most of the game, and then once you get back to Attacked Hotel Krot, then and you get the item that will allow you to access the DLC. Very much like the pendant or whatever it was from Dark Souls 1 slash Dark Souls Remastered that you get from, entering the Duke's archives if we close to that, and then, yeah, you know what I mean. In whatever case, no, once you get close enough to this overgrown Stargazer, another cutscene will play, so, yep. Very unique Stargazer. And, yep, and then see, it hints Lies P Overture, so go ahead and do okay if you're ready to enter, and let's get started. And I will say right off the bat, Lies P Overture is a lot of fun. A little challenging, but a lot of fun.
Hey,
So, yep, let's do it.
wakey wakey. Oh, come on, pal, get up. I'm not sure what's going on, but we'd better check things out.
Alright, so, from here, we're just going to proceed onward. Oh, I should also mention, I have equipped the amulet we got from Nameless Puppet, the piercing hatred amulet, because it makes us immune to most of the status effects in the game. So, yep, just in case.
Okay, there's gotta be a stargazer nearby. Be on the lookout, pal.
And like usual, checking every little nook and cranny, keep an eye out for items. And right up here, we'll be introduced to our first new enemy type. And these enemy types actually inflict a new status element, which is freeze, like the game is describing now. And so what this does is HP will continuously drain, and our attack speed and movement speed will decrease. And you have to use a special medicine, aka anti-freeze ampule, to remove the status limit, which we don't have any of yet, so we're gonna have to be careful. But maybe this is a bit cliche to say, but I think freeze is pretty much like this game's answer to frostbite in a sense. Well, or in any case though, do that, and see we have a big enemy up there. Oh, going this one first. Not today, bear. There we go. Dude, took a good bit of damage. Oh, there's anti-freeze ampule. And got a couple other things as well. So, yeah, we might as well equip this on our lower belt, just in case. We don't really need the lantern to be equipped all the time, because it's already on, so, yep. Whatever case though, come over here, open up this chest. Let me get our winter hunting hat and winter hunting apparel. So, this is our first bit of new costume for the DLC. So we're going to equip that, and we might as well equip the hat too. Yeah, make ourselves look proper, and yeah, now look cool. I actually do like this outfit. It's pretty nice. I have a soft spot for fur-covered outfits. It's not saying I enjoy fur coats, because, that's usually the work of poachers, and I really cannot stand poachers. They're evil. But, yeah. And say what you want, but I just can't stand poachers. Like, killing innocent animals just to, like, make a profit. That's just messed up, if you ask me. Yep. Anyway, now I'm gonna come on over here. Grab this. Oh,
It's
yeah, I
an
know.
ad for Croc Zoo? How is that still here? Wait. Something's not right.
So, yep. We got our first stargazer right here. Aqua Jiminy.
Well, how can it be winter all of a sudden? And where?
So yeah, Jimmy's just wondering how it's winter all of a sudden, and where exactly we are. So, yep. Whatever the case, we're now gonna proceed onward. Like usual, just keeping an eye out for whatever little item we can find.
Is that? Yes, it is. That's Croc Zoo. How in the blazes? And I mean that literally. The zoo burned down a long time ago. Just give me a minute to think about this.
Yeah, come down here and we're introduced to another new enemy. These are like wolves. But combined with other enemies, they are pretty deadly, as you can see. Go away! Yeah, you can see in numbers, these wolf enemies are pretty deadly. So, yep. Somehow I managed to survive that, but, you know, next time I might not be so lucky. Alright. In any case, let's head down here. We can actually, yeah, we can actually yank these things over using puppet string. That's nice. Yeah, we'll probably utilize puppet string a good bit since, you know, it's a good Legion arm to use, and on top of that, Legion arm will recharge. Oh, no. Almost got frozen there. Okay, we're gonna let that go down a little bit. Great. I'll go heal up again just in case. Uh-oh. Circus worker's letter. Throwing cell. Okay. Yep. We're gonna roll in here. Grab full moonstone of the Covenant, which is always nice to have. Come over here. Now we're at the proper entrance to Prot Zoo. Gonna make sure that there's nothing around here. Doesn't seem like it, so that's good. The second pack members. Alright. So yeah, now we're entering Crop Zoo. And see, there's all kinds of dead animals here, like dead giraffe. Ooh. That's a grotesque face. See, we have some new enemies as well. These are like carcass monkeys or something. But you see, you can pull them in, but you know, you really gotta be careful. You also backstab them, so that's nice. That. Okay, got Fable Catalyst. Always nice to have. And like usual, checking everywhere. Make sure we're not going to miss any items. Great. Looks like we're good to proceed. Right here we have what looks like an elite enemy, but shockingly, it's not. We're actually gonna run past it for right now, though, because there's a stargazer right in here. Go and open up the doors. Invincibility frames for the win. Oh, relentless much. Unfortunately, I think that means you have to go all the way back to that first stargazer. Yes, we do. Darn it. Well, okay. Well, whatever. I could probably speed run it a little bit. If I get lucky. Sure, I gotta deal with these little wolves again, but, you know, whatever. Okay. Again, I'm just gonna try to speed run as fast as we can. I might actually try the lure strategy. No, no, wasn't close enough. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I'm just collecting my bearings for a second. Alright, there we go. I know we're almost at the 20-minute mark, but you know, we can proceed a little bit farther. I mean, let's at least get the, like, you know, stargazer inside the zoo building and you know, defeat the big monkey or whatever. Okay. Used that puppet string to stagger them. Alright, so for this, we're actually gonna try to lure the big monkey away. Alright, so now we're gonna quickly run as fast as we can, and we're gonna try to trigger the stargazer as fast as we can. Come on, P, you can make it. Yes! that didn't work. Alright, yeah, I don't really want to end this episode until we defeat this big monkey. So, yep, we're gonna try. I mean, I know it's kind of stupid of me to do this, but you know, drop the rope. Nope. And I hate when they touch me here, especially like that. Like that's ridiculous. Nice. Not dead yet. There we go. So as you can see, not a true elite enemy since we didn't really get anything super special from it. I guess now with that being said, we can actually properly examine the area. I don't think we're gonna find anything, but you know, whatever. Alright, yep, let's rest, set the stargazer. And I think this actually is a pretty good stopping point, so we will wrap up here. So I guess tune in for our next episode. We'll be continuing on through Krot Zoo. So until next time, this is Spirit the Alpha, signing out. I'll see you guys back in the pack.